1st, 2015.
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Hey guys, and welcome to Zombie Bites Damien, your home for movie reviews, physical media, 4K, Blu-ray and all that good stuff. And today we're here to review Back to the Future 35th Anniversary box set in 4K. And if you're into any of that, movie reviews, physical media, 4K, Blu-ray, collecting, any of that good stuff, then hit that subscribe button and let's get this thing growing. And so today we're looking at the Back to the Future 35th Anniversary Limited Collector's Edition in 4K from Universal, which was an Amazon exclusive. Now this is a beautiful box set, and I think the Back to the Future franchise has some of the best movies ever made. So when I got a chance to grab this box set, of course I snapped it up. Now on the front we get this dashboard from the DeLorean with the dates from 1985, 1955 and 2015. On the back we get the flux capacitor image, which looks very cool. Now the box is very sturdy, really high quality, not that flimsy cardboard that's prone to marking, fingerprints and bending. So we lift the top off here and we're greeted by this faux VHS box. I originally thought that this was going to house the steelbooks, but once I picked it up it was clearly a container for the memorabilia. So in this box it houses our memorabilia, which pulls out from the side, and there's a lot to sink our teeth into here. So we have a little fridge magnet with the poster from the original Back to the Future. Not something I confess I'd put on my fridge, I'd prefer to keep all the merch together. We get a copy of a blueprint of the DeLorean, kinda like a features sheet of the iconic car, which I heard was a really bad car in reality. I don't know, before my time. Hit me up in the comments if you've ever had a DeLorean or driven one. Now, two of my favourite things in this set are the two lenticular photographs from the movie. The photo from Back to the Future 1, where Marty and his siblings disappear because of Marty's actions when he gets back to 1955. See how that disappears and reappears again? It's got a postcard on the back as if you'd ever mail it out. You also get a lenticular from Back to the Future 2 of the gravestone showing Dr. Emmett Brown and from the Biff timeline when it changes to Clint Eastwood after they put things right. We also get a bunch of newspaper pages from Back to the Future 2 as we flip between the timelines. One with Marty's kid after he'd been arrested for whatever he'd done in Back to the Future 2, and then the other one when Biff's gang's arrested, and then finally when Emmett Brown is committed versus when he's commended. You get a copy of the photo from the clock tower in Back to the Future 3 where Doc and Marty are stood outside. It's such a central character to Back to the Future, that clock tower. Now this is sort of the highlights and talking points from all the timelines. It incorporates the main timeline as well as the divergences, I suppose the alternates. It has the milestones and the changes like Dr. Brown when he wears a bulletproof vest in the first movie to survive a shooting, loads of other cool stuff as well. Oh, and you get a guitar pick too, little Gibson guitar pick there. I'll have to learn some Huey Lewis in the News so I can jam along with this. Here's a copy of a sports almanac from Back to the Future 2, which causes all the trouble. This is a really nice touch to add the almanac. I feel like when I was a kid, the only thing I wanted to do was read that from Back to the Future 2, and now I finally get a chance. Spoiler alert, it's just a bunch of sports stats, so not the most interesting of a read, but as a visual piece of memorabilia, it's pretty cool. And the final piece of memorabilia is this continuity script. It's kind of an excerpt from Robert Zemeckis' script with an intro from Bob Gale, who co-wrote Back to the Future. The script excerpt is very interesting to read from a technical perspective. I imagine how they planned the scenes, positions, the shots and the angles. There will be those of you watching with a far better technical knowledge than me, so you might get more out of this. And that's all the memorabilia, loads of extras included with this one. If you're like me, when you're shelling out for a special edition or any kind of premium release, I'm looking for something a little bit more. And when it comes to that premium release aimed directly at the collector's market, I'm looking for the studios to bring their A game. And Universal, with this Back to the Future box set, really did bring their A game. The photos, the blueprints, guitar pick, everything really gives the feeling that you're holding a premium release, and that when they put this together, it was done with the love and respect that a franchise like Back to the Future deserves. And all this before we even get to the steelbooks themselves. So when you lift out the VHS box, you're greeted with a single steelbook, which at first glance I did wonder if it was like a box set. But no, the others are just housed underneath here. The other two steelbooks are held in place at the bottom of the box. And the steelbooks are beautiful. You know, some people love the steelbooks, some people don't really see the value or the big deal in them. Personally, I love the steelbooks. And these steelbooks each have a photo print from each movie on one side, and then on the front of the steelbook each has a part of the DeLorean, and if you put them all together, you get the full DeLorean. And again, it's just that attention to detail that's going to grab collectors and convince them to lay out that premium release money. So on to the movies. Universal had done a complete overhaul of the 35mm camera negatives. They went in and they remastered these movies, giving us these beautiful 4K digital intermediates. The restorations come with Dolby Vision and HDR10 Plus, as well as a Dolby Atmos track for each movie, which is an upgrade from the DTS HD we got on previous Blu-rays. In terms of extras and special features, each steelbook comes with a Blu-ray copy of the movie. It also has all the previous special features ported over from the last Blu-ray release, which in itself is a huge amount of extras. And as well as this, we get a full bonus disc of new features like lost audition tapes, a few little featurettes, a couple of episodes of the animated series, music videos. It's a pretty feature-rich disc, and on top of everything that's already ported over, huge amount of special features to sink your teeth into. So all in all, I think that the Amazon exclusive Back to the Future 35th Anniversary 4K Limited Collector's Edition, damn that's a mouthful, it's an incredible set, filled with anything that a fan of Back to the Future could possibly want, from memorabilia, packaging, special features, and the movies themselves in glorious 4K with that awesome Dolby Vision and Atmos. Now it retailed at £90 when it came out. I did miss it, but I managed to pick one up from a seller about 6 months ago for £80 including shipping, and it was in mint condition. Now I do like to recommend places you can buy these releases once I've reviewed them, but this is a real kind of right place, right time kind of purchase. Amazon UK right now, the cheapest option is going to set you back around £350, with the next one being well over £600. There are a couple on eBay around £200, which is still very pricey. And if I was looking to add this to my collection again, or if you were looking to add it to yours, I would be asking around the physical media community in Facebook groups, other social media platforms. So if you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a like and hit that subscribe button so you can keep up with all the new reviews and videos that we've got going on. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next one.